Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Check. Grab the one in the back. Oh, yes, we do. All right, everybody, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear gangster. Happy birthday to you. And many more. All right, in the black and yellow, I am proud to bring you the Killer Bees. Number 108 is T-Rex. Number 117, Nova Pain. Number 17, Starburst. Number 245 is Lil Havoc. 299, Rotten Mango. Number 31, False Glitch. 360 is Yellow Jacket. Number 4, Tropical Punch. Number 423, Leonard Skinner. Number 50, Halsey. Number 54, Magusa. Number 696, Beelzebub. Number 81, Pom Pom Fury. And 814 is Lucille Brawl. Your coaches are American Gangster Wicked Willow, and so feisty, the Killer Bees. And now, fans, without any further ado, wearing the red, put your hands together for the Bad Apples. Wearing number 10, Smaxolotl. 145, Pterodactyl. 15, Princess Leia. 153, Candy Pane. 16, Be Afraid. Number 23, Noah Mercy. Number 27, Sour Patch Skids. 429, Scaramel. 523, Potatonator. 530, Morbid LaFay. Wearing number 6, Grizzly Bear. 700, Tick Tick Boom. Wearing number 8, Red Drum. 911, Demon Skater. And 971, Satoru Gojo. The Bad Apples are coached by Charlie Chang, Hot Dog Mausoleum, Scooby-Doo, Titan, and Elbow Bell. Put your hands together once more for the Bad Apples.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our second day of Derby. Today, it's Juniors Roller Derby, as is the custom on Sundays. I'm Omnivore, and I am here today, joined, as always, by
Puns and Roses.
The Gruesome Twosome up here in the announcing suite. Today, we're going to watch the Killer Bees take on the Bad Apples in the first of 2 bouts. These are our pedals, our amazing 7 to 12-year-old skaters. If you're watching in the chat, please let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, skaters or teams. Skater or team. Yes, there we go. And we'd love to talk to you. Love to say hi.
Indeed we would.
Should be a good game. They're all good. Who am I kidding?
They are a lot of fun. And, you know, these are the skaters that you're going to be watching for years to come.
They're at the beginning of their derby careers.
Let's see, 1, 2, 6 of their coaches are all former junior skaters or current junior skaters?
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
We've got Yellow Jacket jamming for the team with the Stingers. And Princess Leia in red.
And Princess Leia up to the front of the pack. One to beat. Great moves.
That is T-Rex was the last to beat there. Great job by T-Rex to try and slow Princess Leia down.
And Lucille Brawl Lucille Brawl coming into the pack. With the coaches. Oh, nice run back there by Candy Pane.
Candy Pane again setting up at the front of the pack there.
Red Rum anchoring that backline defense.
Red Rum has been a lot of fun to watch this season so far. Oh, excellent job there by number 15. That's Princess Leia. No, it can't be Princess Leia. It's not Princess Leia.
I think that might be
153. Candy Pane. I was like, that makes no sense. That's the jammer. Got a lot of people on the stream already. Killer Bees, number 117, Nova Payne from Immense Machines. Bree Moon says, Bad Apples, Pterodactyl, love you from Colorado, kiddo.
All right.
Laura Stanfill, I know that name. Go T-Rex and Killer Bees. Cherise on top from Seattle, Killer Bees, another Nova Payne fan. And Karen Mitchell, Go Scaramel.
We got Halsey in the black, and that is Be Afraid in the red. And Halsey quickly threw on the outside. Be Afraid. Oh. Good effort there by False Glitch, but Be Afraid able to avoid that block. And False Glitch with the offense.
Sour Patch Skids trying to cover the inside, not quite able to stop Halsey. However, Jam called off, holding the Bad Apples scoreless.
I like that False Glitch was playing that offense on the outside, and the rest of the Bad Apples reacted by moving to the outside, clearing the inside lane. They're pushing against that force, and that opened up a path. All right, that is Starburst in the black up against, I'm pretty sure that's Pterodactyl.
It is Pterodactyl, fan favorite on the stream. Pterodactyl trying to get through a bunch of folks there. Number 6.
That would be Grizzly Bear, I believe.
Grizzly Bear with the offense. Great job.
And nice run back there by, that was T-Rex.
Grizzly Bear again with some offense.
To the Bad Apples pivot is currently on the bench, or on the in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
On
not
a direction. You got to switch gears from last night's game.
Yes.
Back to Hangerland.
Yes. It's calling Crow City versus Jewish Roller Derby last night, and
very different set of announcing circumstances.
yes. All the sponsor reads that are ingrained in my head I couldn't use, and now I have to get back to using them.
Little Havoc going and taking a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. I have not seen, there it is, on a contact penalty. So the Bees will start down 1, so Bad Apples with slight pack advantage. I love how many people show up on the stream for the Pedals games. It makes me so happy.
It makes me happy, too. Ooh, is that Lucille Brawl again? In the black? That is Candy Payne for sure.
It is Lucille Brawl. Candy Payne quickly to the top of the pack, 1 to beat, but
that's False Glitch, I believe.
And that was a nice hit to the inside. I do believe you were correct with the False Glitch. What? It's Yellow Jacket, I think.
Track cut. Candy Payne on a track cut.
Yeah, that was Yellow Jacket. Candy Payne, which is going to leave.
We're going to have a quick jammer do-si-do here because Lucille Brawl's heading to the box, too,
you were
on
talking
a forearm.
About Candy Payne, and I was like, wait, but yes. So very quick jammer do-si-do. I don't think anybody's going to sit for more than like 3 seconds, if that. Coming back around, Jam will go the full 2 minutes. Lucille Brawl through on the inside.
And
that
is Yellow Jacket up there directing the traffic.
Yellow Jacket putting in work. Candy Payne, I wonder if a skate went out of bounds. Nope, did not get called on the track cut. Yellow Jacket
went to a knee.
There to answer. Oh, that was a beautiful hit attempt by Tick Tick Boom, which may have actually forced that cut track on Lucille Brawl. So explosive maneuver there.
Nice, I see what you did there.
The explosive puns those are some of the easier ones. Nice job, Yellow Jacket. Yes, Yellow Jacket putting in work.
And Beelzebub, Lil Havoc and company getting set up at the top.
Stop the pack. Stop the pack. Your jammer's working real hard. Slow it down. There we go. And Yellow Jacket slows the pack down just to level a huge hit against Candy Payne there.
And here comes Lucille Brawl back out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box, right into the blocking of Be Afraid.
Looks like, okay. Lucas says, Skaters of Doom watching from home and supporting all of our Pedals League mates. Skate hard and have fun.
Aw.
I love that. Junior roller derby brings out all the love in me. Roller derby in general does, but juniors especially so.
All right, we got Leonard Skinner.
And I think Red Rum.
And Red Rum. Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red Rum.
And Leonard Skinner tries the inside line.
Red Rum takes it after it gets cleared.
But Leonard Skinner also fly high free bird. About a fifth of the track behind.
Yeah. 30 feet. Oh, beautiful job by Leonard Skinner to just dance up that inside line. Excellent job picking up all 4.
They really smelled that opening.
Huh. Sonny Rivera says, go Bad Apples and Pterodactyl. Love from Colorado.
Is Colorado our furthest away so far?
So far today, Colorado is the furthest. You win the furthest away fan award. Starburst, I believe. Starburst? Starburst.
Starburst and Grizzly Bear. Starburst looks for the inside lane. Directed by Scaramel into Noah Mercy, but Starburst able to get through. I see you eyeing my chocolate chip cookie.
It is not actually your chocolate chip cookie that I am eyeing. I'm eyeing something else, a piece of your paperwork even.
Oh, Lord. All right, we have a penalty. No, it is Starburst on one piece of paper, Starburst on another. So
I was 99% sure it was Starburst.
Yes, that
Because
sounds right.
I was looking for the pun.
And the jersey also says Starburst.
I said it in my mouth a couple of times, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
We're missing something.
Grizzly Bear back on the track.
But for the record, I was also eyeing your delicious-looking chocolate chunk cookie there from Gabriel's Bakery.
Yes, it is.
It looks delicious.
It really is.
Beautiful job by Grizzly Bear on that inside, through on one skate. Starburst through with like a hot knife through butter.
Through butter.
Butter. Like teeth through a warm Starburst. That doesn't sound as good.
No.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I'll take it back.
It sticks to your teeth and gets all like weird and gooey.
And I feel like I do need to do a special shout out to Rebel Cricket Screen Printing. That's who did the Bad Apples jerseys for today and who did the Undead jerseys from our second game. Came through clutch.
And speaking of come through clutch, there's Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
And Tick Tick Boom looking to blow this pack wide
Blow
open.
up that pack. Tick Tick Boom. Oh, nice raising the arms so that Tick Tick Boom could go under. I dig it. Beelzebub eyeing that outside lane and taking it with no hesitation.
Magusa and company drifting to the front of the pack. Provide, defense.
Beautiful job by Red Rum on false glitch. The Bad Apples jerseys look awesome. They do, Laura. We are so happy to have been able to find Rebel Cricket Screen Printing and have such a good turnaround time. Beelzebub getting the getting the yell from Gangster.
And we have a team timeout being called by the Bad Apples.
What does that mean?
This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
I guess we should probably pull out that other piece of our paperwork.
Yes. Wherever that is.
We don't just get to talk. We also have to fill out our paperwork.
I got nothing.
Okay. I specifically left it up here with Sunday written on the top. You saw me do it yesterday.
I did.
Oh, well. Can't say I didn't try.
I mean, I could, but it would be incorrect.
So while we were in this timeout, everybody's looking great on penalties. Equal on both sides, 3-3. Score 14 Bad Apples to 44 Killer Bees.
And this is a good timeout by the Bad Apples. It was very even early on, but the Bees have pulled away. You need to slow things down, reset yourself.
Yeah. Time to take a couple of minutes. breathe deep.
Technically 1 minute.
Whatever. By the time they line up and the jam gets started, it's almost 2 minutes.
True.
Not really. It's like a minute 30. Who is that jamming? That is Magusa in Sour Patch Skids. Magusa through very quickly, picking up lead jammer for the Bees.
Sour Patch Skids gets up to the front. That is Halcyon. Oh,
that's T-Rex.
Candy Pane there with some good offense. And Satoru Gojo slowed down Magusa at the back of the pack.
But drew the penalty. I don't know. It was a multiplayer.
Yeah.
That was a weird. I don't know.
That's not Magusa in the box.
It's not. That's Leonard Skinner. See, I trusted that I knew what was happening. I heard you, and I was like, oh, did they get an out of play then? Because I did not look at my penalty tracker. Red Rum setting up on that jam on Hawthorne jammer line. Bees with one too many on the track. Up against Little Havoc.
Red Rum is through. Your lead jammer. Little Havoc about a quarter of the track behind.
30 to 40 feet, I'd say. Red Rum appropriately scrubbing speed, getting ready to engage. Same with Little Havoc.
And both jammers in. Little Havoc is
Little Havoc is not lead, but has the first points on the board for this jam. Did Red Rum call it in time? Yes.
Wow. Just in time.
0 points. So 4-4 equal jam.
And who do we have next? That is Princess Leia and Beelzebub. Beelzebub?
Beelzebub? I don't know. And there we go. Princess Leia going straight up the middle.
And it's working.
Well, until finding
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Yellow Jacket, actually. That was Yellow Jacket 360 up there at the front. T-Rex also. I saw Yellow Jacket specifically. That looked like a back block from here.
Wow. Nice work there. I believe that's Be Afraid.
Those also look like mightily forearmy.
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 The tactical term.
Mightily forearmy. Look,
Well, we are up into the second apex without a lead jammer at this point. And Grizzly Bear coming up with some offense.
T-Rex also moving to the front of the pack with Yellow Jacket.
Oh, Princess Leia with a star pass. Oh, nice hit by Tick Tick Boom.
And Killer Mango.
And Beelzebub.
Really able to capitalize on that strung out pack, that the chaos of the cat pass.
The Two-Town Cider House cat pass.
The Two-Town Cider cat pass. You are correct. Watching the games and seeing what gets called as a penalty and what does not really makes me want to attend officials practice, because I am obviously missing some nuance of calling the penalty.
It could be that, they're providing slightly extra leeway for kids who are just learning the game.
Oh, totally. But I see it happen in other games as well.
All right.
But also, as a non-isolated incident, I think I say that to myself every single time. I need to learn more about officiating.
I'm going to have you have that argument with that.
I'm not having any argument.
All right, here we go. Leonard Skinner, not Princess Leia. That is Candy Payne. It says Princess Leia on the board, but that is very much not Princess Leia.
That is 153 Candy Payne. And it changed on the board. There we go.
There we go. And Leonard Skinner is through.
Leonard Skinner on the outside.
Potato Nader and company setting up at the back for defense. And there's the call off. 27-55 is your score. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half. There's 5:30 Morbid LaFay jamming for the Apples. Against, is that false glitch?
I think it is.
Yes, it
is. There's our whistle.
Pom Pom Fury trying to create a lane for a false glitch.
Oh, Noah Mercy covering that inside lane.
I feel like someone's going to get a low block.
Somebody, yep. False glitches.
Yep. And in the confusion, Morbid LaFay is able to exit the pack.
Pivot for the yellow.
That is Pom Pom Fury.
Yes, thank you.
No, not Pom Pom Fury. Pom Pom Fury is still out there.
I don't know. There it is. They were both low blocks. 31 and 8-14. Both ended up with them. Lucille Brawl.
Gotcha. And Tropical Punch directing the Killer Bees defense. Although they are down a skater in that pack.
Beautiful job. Pom Pom Fury coming in trying to slow down Morbid LaFay.
And there's the call off. That 10-point jam brings their score to 37-55. Only 18 points separating these two teams.
That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is currently clear.
And we've got Tick Tick Boom. And I believe that is Nova Pain behind the Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
I'd like to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, RCR sponsor since forever.
And the jam is going. Nobody's moving. Love when that happens. A little bit of confusion there. All right.
Destruction on T-Rex. Makes sense. T-Rex, destruction.
Yeah. I get that. Smacks Lotto and company, slowing down Nova Pain at the back of the pack. Tick Tick Boom having to reset.
Nice. Attempt to the outside there. I'm trying to see a number.
I believe that was 16. Be Afraid.
Thank you. Tick Tick Boom coming back around. Another hit to the inside on Nova Pain.
And Grizzly Bear with the drawback there.
Oh, beautiful offense by Grizzly Bear. Just completely broke up those Killer Bees up at the front of the pack.
I really like that sequence there to have the wherewithal to see the force out, draw the long drawback, and then immediately go to offense.
Big hit by T-Rex on Tick Tick Boom there to the inside. And Yellow Jacket.
Tick Tick Boom not seeing the
That blocker pod of T-Rex, Rotten Manko, and Yellow Jacket is superb.
Yes, they're doing very well. We are almost at the end of this jam. And I think we're waiting for the officials here. There we go. We are at halftime.
I didn't know what was going on either. I had no idea what was going on. I was like, what are we waiting for? Anyways,
We'll be back in 9 minutes.
we sure will. Talk to you then.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you covered.
We've got just under 30 seconds left in our intermission before we start period 2 of this junior roller derby doubleheader.
Well, theoretically start.
It's always theoretically.
Because you're right. There's usually that extra 30 seconds to get everybody organized.
Well, we did do all of our safety checks. That's all done.
All right, everybody's lining up. We've got, I think that's Leonard Skinner behind the Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
And Lucille Brawl. Sour Patch Kids, actually.
And Sour Patch Kids is through as your lead jammer.
Lucille Brawl just right on Sour Patch's heels, however, and now actually ahead. Lucille Brawl finding a wide open inside lane, getting around number 971, Satoru Gojo.
I'm not quite sure why the Bad Apples are not calling this.
There it is, but I think Lucille did pick up at least one or two.
Yeah, just got one.
Oh, we got a further away fan. Auntie E checking in all the way from Montana. Go Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart is refereeing this game. There they are in the middle there. And I believe Pop-Tart is playing in the next game, which is super cool.
I believe so. And there goes Halsey on the inside. Quickly jammer. Be Afraid pushing to the front of the pack, working up against. It's
a high block.
Working up against a high block. That was, I believe, Yellow Jacket. And Halsey is through.
We have a
forearm on Yellow Jacket. Buzzing to that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. A little group therapy going in there. Oh, Noah Mercy with the force out.
nice rollback by number 23, Noah Mercy. Is that Potato Nader? No, it's Smaxolotl. Smaxolotl.
And
oh, beautiful
Afraid.
job. Beautiful reading that pack. Halsey finding all of the Bad Apples blockers on the inside line.
And there's the call off.
We've
Just in time.
Got a new winner for the furthest away. Andrea says, Pterodactyl, much love from fam in Missouri.
All right.
Welcome. Thank you for joining in, tuning in, boosting our stream numbers. 22 points between the two teams here. My quick math is working a little bit better today than it was last night. We're still just in double digits, though. It's usually when one gets into triple digits. Goodness gracious. T-Rex up the inside. Lead jammer.
Blasting through like a comet in the Cretaceous period.
Morbid LaFay trying the inside, not able to make anything of it.
And Scarburst with the offense creates the lane. And false glitch, good work there.
That is what I love about T-Rex, is the enthusiasm every time they come around in front of the audience.
Yes. And T-Rex with the call off.
Morbid Lefay going back to the round table.
Nice.
The round table being the bench.
Right. I got that.
Yellow Jacket for the Killer Bees. I keep wanting to say Yellow Jacket for the Yellow Jackets, but it's the Killer Bees. Yellow Jackets kind of are Killer Bees.
Sort of. And Yellow Jacket is through.
Nice job by Leonard Skinner to slow Candy Pane down. Yellow Jacket scrubbing some speed here. Nice juke, Yellow Jacket.
Oh, wow. Candy Pane takes advantage.
Now we've got a race. Yellow Jacket taking the inside lane, able to keep just barely ahead of Candy Pane.
And both jammers through quickly.
Yellow Jacket threw on a spin move. Love to see it.
Losing footing, though. And there's the call off.
And that was Potato Nader doing a wonderful job there to slow Yellow Jacket down there at the end.
Really mashed that one.
Mash and boil him, stick him in a stew.
Exactly.
I actually just watched Return of the King the other day. Although I know that that's in the Fellowship.
Someone should be, nope, did not notice that so originally had been 8-4 for the Bees, and then they changed it to 4-8, but both jammers got 8.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I got that wrong. Don't mind me.
Why does it smell like beef stew up here all of a sudden?
I don't know.
Smaxolotl is lead jammer, but Little Havoc coming back around to re-engage the pack. There's the call off. I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Yeah. 3 points there for Smacks.
Timeout. Official timeout.
This fish timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX.
I was looking, we actually have 3 juniors refs today, which is super cool. We've got Pop-Tart, Catastrophe, and Little T Rebel.
Yep.
That is one thing I'm super proud of our league about is the training of our junior officials and bringing them up and allowing them to officiate anything juniors.
Yeah. Juniors officials, juniors coaches.
Juniors. Oh, John wins the furthest away award for today.
Oh, Virginia.
Grandpa watching from Virginia. Go Beelzebub, Killer Bees rule.
Where in Virginia?
Yeah, where in Virginia? Yay, Pop-Tart, Cat, and Little T Rebel. You all are awesome. They are so awesome. Awesome skaters, awesome officials, and just awesome people in general. You can see penalties pretty well spread out across the board. Killer Bees do have a little over twice as many, but scattered among multiple different players. Nobody's in any sort of danger. Doing great. Good, clean game. Everybody's bunched up on that Jam on Hawthorne jammer line.
The Jam on Hawthorne. Sponsor that jam line. Oh. I did not. Yeah, we're definitely having some issues with our wireless mics today.
Yeah, they're not picking up the way that they should. Jam on Hawthorne, best vegan-friendly,
booze-friendly, kid-friendly, Dr. Omnivore-friendly.
Everybody-friendly restaurant.
Yes.
Virginia Beach is where he's from.
All right, very cool. And in case everybody wasn't aware, in less than 2 weeks, can't believe it's less than 2 weeks, we will be hosting the Global WFTDA Championships right here in Portland, Oregon, November 1st through 3rd. 3 days of incredible derby with the best teams on the planet. You can still get tickets. You can still get hotel rooms. Come join us here in Portland.
We'll both be there.
Yes, we will definitely be there.
And then a bunch of the Supernovas from last night are going to be there.
Nice.
Yeah.
We can all have a Halligator Love Fest.
We can. We can convene the Halligator fan club. There's our whistle, Noah Mercy and Scarburst, both wearing the stars. Noah Mercy quickly to the top. Scarburst able to capitalize on Noah Mercy's movement through the pack, getting out and getting lead jammer.
Love it when one jammer uses the other jammer as a blocker. And there goes Noah Mercy. Scarburst looks for a lane.
Finding it on the inside, at least for, yeah, there it is. Finding it on the inside. 4 points, Killer Bees.
And Princess Leia up at the front playing some offense. No Mercy recycling. Is it me or the Bees missing a blocker?
1, 2, 3. It is not you. They are, in fact, missing a blocker. They failed to field a full 5. That was some alliteration.
Yes, nicely done.
Failed to field a full 5.
And somebody's getting a multiplayer here at the end.
T-Rex, something happened to her skate.
Ah.
Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Laura. They had a full 5, but T-Rex was gestured off by the ref when her skate broke.
I see. And that is...
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, Rotten Mango heading to the box on a multiplayer. And somebody else picked up the bonus.
And I think there were too many skaters on the track because there was supposed to be, there's 2 in the box, which means the Bees only have 2 on the track.
Yep.
Plus the jammer, obviously. I think you're right, Laura. That's not where my eyes were on the track. We didn't even pick up that there was 1 fewer Killer Bee than there needed to be in delivery into that jam.
So, yeah, Lucille Brawl picked up a captain's penalty because Rotten Mango did not report to the box and reported to the bench instead.
I was like, an N. Interference, delay of game.
Yep, delay of game.
That is not one I see very often.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Had to go chase down an errant skater and send them to the box and added a bonus penalty for it. Don't make doesn't matter chase you down on your bench.
He'll do it without smiling.
That is very true.
Doesn't matter is the king of Team No Fun.
Yeah. But he'll be smiling on the inside.
Always. False glitch, meanwhile, lead jammer.
And Potatinator coming around.
There's a direction being called.
That is Yellow Jacket. So currently 1 blocker on the track for the Bees. Not exactly an ideal situation.
They're going to make the best of it. And everybody's back now. Potato Nader, meanwhile.
Make the beast of it.
Bees back on the track now, making a buzz. That's not a cut track. Okay.
Out of play on Candy Payne.
Oh, beautiful job by False Glitch weaving through that pack. That was a back block. Oh, no, it's a low block. I knew it was something.
And that would be Lucille Brawl's 5th.
With just under 11 minutes left in the game.
That is actual legitimate penalty trouble.
Laura, you're getting the #1 fan award for today.
All right, we've got Halsey in the black, Grizzly Bear in the red behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. 2 skaters in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
1 from each team. Good job by Halsey getting out, getting lead jammer for the Bees.
And Grizzly Bear about a quarter track behind.
I would agree. It shows Laura. Laura says, I love all these players. They work so hard and are so fierce. And it is true.
Yes, it is very true.
And it shows, Laura. It definitely shows. Halsey through, picking up 4 for the Bees.
And
Grizzly Bear through, picking up 4 for Bad Apples.
Pounding past T-Rex. That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is currently empty. Oh, and the force out there by Candy Payne.
While I would have to bring my map out to double check, I am 99% sure we have a new Furthest Away Fan Award. Norman Falconer is watching Little Havoc from Keahu, Hawaii. Keahu.
Ooh, that's, yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Virginia, Hawaii.
Yeah, that's.
I want to see. I'm glad I have to get my map out. Which I'm doing right now because I want to know.
In the meantime, I'll hold down this part of the announcing job. We have Princess Leia and Beelzebub behind the jam on Hawthorne jam line. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is currently empty. And Beelzebub looks for the outside lane. Good work, able to get around. Princess Leia looking for daylight. Instead finds a bunch of killer bees. Oh, wow. Beelzebub quickly threw on the inside. Got there before the Bad Apples could close the door. Princess Leia out on the initial.
By 400 miles, Virginia is still further.
Okay. Was that by the crow? By how the crow flies, or is that by?
That was by driving directions.
No, see, you can't drive to Hawaii.
You can't. You can fly.
And flying
Well,
doesn't have to.
Now you're going to make me double check myself. Okay. Keahu, Hawaii is 2,600 miles.
Low block there on Princess Leia. So this is a power jam for the Bees.
I'm only getting driving distance.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. I'm happy to give 2 Furthest Fans awards today. Beelzebub through for another 4. John Fair says, go, baby, go. There's the whistle.
And that 16-2 jam brings their score to 85-138.
We're past my ability to do quick math in a quick way.
We've got.
I'm pretty sure that's pterodactyl.
And Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner finding the inside. Lead jammer, Killer Bees.
And Pterodactyl resets, gets into the pack.
The Bad Apples are doing an awesome job, Andrea. You are totally correct.
Yeah, this has been a good game. Both teams are playing very well. And false glitch. Oh. Leonard Skinner managed to stay in bounds on that inside, despite the hit from Satoru Gojo.
Very good hit from Satoru Gojo. Nice up the outside. Leonard Skinner not hesitating at all. Pterodactyl looking for some offensive help.
Potatonator up there, but that 4-wall is not moving.
That 4-wall is also at least half a height bigger than Pterodactyl.
Yes. That does make things challenging.
But it also makes it challenging for the blockers because it's really easy to pull high blocks.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the height differential. So Pterodactyl both have advantages in very different ways.
Yes. So true.
Tara did a great job sticking with that. You are correct. The beef stew smell is gone. Maybe it was the propane. I don't usually associate propane with beef stew, but it's the only thing I can think of. So we don't have a food cart. Red Rum facing off against Tropical Punch.
And Tropical Punch going inside to out. And Red Rum is through.
Andrea, we love our short jammers.
It's true.
They can bean dip like nobody's business.
Did you say bean dip?
I did. It is a move. The bean dip. It's when you get down real low and dip around like underneath the blockers.
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
called a bean dip.
Bean dip.
Bean dip, beef stew. Oh.
Somebody's going to the box for something.
Maybe for hitting a down skater? I don't know.
So the Bees losing 2. There could be some group therapy there in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
I'm looking to see what multiplayer and procedure. Bean dip, perfect size. Of course, now that you question it, I am second guessing myself that it is called a bean dip. I'm gonna have to double check with my skater. There's the call off.
So 2 skaters standing in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rebel Heart Therapy. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky folks. And quirky folks, too. Can't forget the quirky. Oh, we got T-Rex and Candy Payne. Little jammer love there.
There's our whistle. Everybody listen to this time. Candy Payne through, lead jammer.
T-Rex forced out. Be Afraid up at the front, not able to control.
Can anyone really control T-Rex?
No. I love that just general cheerfulness.
It's so fantastic. Nice hit by Yellow Jacket, but there was a penalty on it. Illegal contact.
Yep.
There's
contact with the skater out of bounds, I imagine.
If I was a ref, I figure I'd probably just call a lot of illegal contact. I don't know what that is, but it looked illegal. Laura's T-Rex's mom and said, "Can anyone really control T-Rex?" Ha ha ha. Laughing as her mom.
Yep, nice.
We are huge T-Rex stands up here. T-Rex makes watching the Bees so much fun.
And Candy Payne through. This will be a full 2-minute jam.
I was just noticing that. I was like, we don't have a lead jammer.
So there will be 9 seconds on the clock. We'll see if anybody's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, there's going to be. Is that an in sub or was that a low block?
That looked like an in sub.
It looks like an in sub. Yeah, it was a G. That was a misconduct.
And Candy Payne has to recycle. Candy Payne having to, no, not going to the box. And nobody sees the time, so no timeouts. And we have an unofficial score of 105-166.
Fantastic. Oh, just kidding. There was a team timeout. We're not done, folks.
We're not done.
We have one more jam with 0 seconds on the timer. Getting the signal from Adam Splitter to put 1 second on the clock. There we go. That will allow us to have another jam.
So who do we have out here for this last jam? That is going to be Lil Havoc. And, oh, that is Sour Patch Skids.
I love how jazzed the audience is over here. Killer Bees rule, love me a 696 Beelzebub. Oh, this time out brought to you by Welcome to PDX.
The official realtor of the Rose City Rollers.
Okay, my skater did confirm it is a bean dip.
Okay.
It is a bean dip. Both jammers out at almost the exact same time. Little Havoc just a hair ahead. We are now officially off the period clock and on the jam clock. So Little Havoc could call it at any point in time. That was a beautiful Zoom Room apex jump by Sour Patch Skids.
Yes. Great work there by Sour Patch Skids, getting to the front. Nice block up at the front. Back block. Little Havoc.
Little Havoc.
This will be a full 2-minute jam.
Can Sour Patch Skids do 61 points?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sour Patch Kids is going to bring it home for the Bad Apples.
Really getting to the core of this.
That was a low block. That's not how I saw the penalty.
No, apparently it is not.
Different perspective.
Yes, very different perspective.
Illegal reentry. Nope, we have a multiplayer. Lots of stuff happening here in the last couple of seconds. Wow,
that is some serious group therapy there in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. 3 Bad Apple skaters.
Well, they're not called the Bad Apples for anything. No, therapy's never a punishment. Therapy's amazing.
That is very true. I'm a big fan.
Looks like we lost the stream.
Oh, no. And there we go.
Now the game is over.
Unofficial final score of 113-178 in favor of the Bees. I don't think anything is going to change the outcome here.
Not in any discernible way.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon to watch the Bad Apples take on the Killer Bees. We have appreciated seeing you here and being with us.
And we'll be back in less than an hour for the Undead Avengers and the Bleeding Hearts.
We'll see you then.
Let's start with the Killer Bees. Killer Bees, who do you got for MVP Jammer?
Tick, tick, boom.
Tick, tick, boom is your MVP Jammer for the Bad Apples. What about MVP Blocker?
Demon Skater.
Demon Skater. And now for the Bad Apples, who you got for MVP Jammer?
I don't have jammer. False glitch.
False Glitch. And MVP Blocker?
Healthy.
Healthy. All right, get up there and get your pictures taken. Let's get the MVPs all together. Congratulations to all these skaters. Everybody did amazing.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you covered.
Please, please, please come down now. Don't be scared, I only want to help you down. Throw down the ladder, I'll climb up the tree. Find your feet, follow me. Take your time, there's no rush. Pace yourself, just focus on the two of us. Fight back your worry, I'll show you the way. Lean on me, you know it's gonna be okay. If I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of three, 'cause if I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. Sun's gone west, time for bed. Take my hand, don't look over the edge. Give me your troubles, I won't let you fall. I won't let you fall. Step by step, we gon' make it through the door. If I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of three, 'cause if I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. If I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of three, 'cause if I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. If I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me. First foot down on the count of three, 'cause if I do, you can do it too. Try to, you can do it just like me.
Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and 1 is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right?
Everyone. I got a working microphone this time, so oh yeah. How y'all doing today? Excellent. Thank you all for coming out to the Haggard Oaks Amusement Park, home of the world champion Rose City Rollers. And before we get started, a few housekeeping things. Please stay on your side of those black bumpers. This is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Also, please be courteous to your fellow fans. Do not walk in front of them while the action is going. Wait for those 30 seconds between jams. Your fellow fans will appreciate you for this. And also, this is a juniors game, so please cheer positively and responsibly. And do not coach from the stands. We've got some fine coaches over here. Let them coach. Y'all just cheer, all right? And now, put your hands together for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for our officials on skates and off. All right, we got a good one for you. We've got the Undead Avengers. Up against the Bleeding Hearts.
Come on now.
All right, Avengers fans, we're going to give you another shot. The Undead Avengers.
Woo!
All right, that's more like it. Okay. And the Bleeding Hearts.
Yay!
All right, we know who's pumped. All right. So Furious, let's get this going.
Thank you, my friend. It is my honor today to bring to you from the Primordial Ooze, put your hands together in the green, the Undead Avengers. Wearing number 1, Skittles. Wearing number 1-1, Lil Stabby. 3-3 is Slamilton. 808 Snapdragon. 197, put it together for Gremlin. 218 is Jules Byrne. Wearing 25, Rolling Thunder. 270, Dora the Destroyer. 311 is Smash Goose. 34 is Ruthless. Number 35, the Feral Kid. Wearing 42, Lunatic. 515, Cannonball. 616, Saber-Tooth Tiger. 713, Dr. Zoom. Wearing 72, Red Rage. Wearing number 8, Magic 8-Ball. And last but never least, put your hands together for 8-4 Punch Bag. The Undead Avengers are coached by Scratcher in the Eye, Fizzgig, Quicksilver, and Lemon Stinger. Put it together one more time for the Undead Avengers. All right, it's my pleasure to bring to you in the red, the Bleeding Hearts. Number 0 is Finny Kruger. Number 044, Fruity Pebbles. Number 11, Honey Basher. Number 143, Lola the Killer Bunny. 149 is Avery Phylactic Shock. Number 17, Blueberry Ruffin. Number 1969, Klondike. Number 211, Pop-Tart. Number 214, Spinnergy. Number 26, Bleeding Tart. 295 is Lightning McQuinn. Number 3, Collateral Damage. 333, Apocalypse. Number 49, Sherbert. Number 496, Assault Water Taffy. Number 505, Danny DeFito. Number 508, Midnight Smack. Number 56, Ludini. Number 606, Row Row Wreck Your Bout. And last but not least, 702, Jigsaw. And we'd like to thank our coaches, Wicked Willow, Pancakes for Breakfast, So Feisty, Adriel on Wheels, and Jackpot. The Bleeding Hearts.
All righty. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Puns and Roses. I am your broadcast announcer for this bout between the Undead Avengers and the Bleeding Hearts. You'll be seeing the rosters up there. Should be a fun bout. I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully you all are too. If you're in the chat, feel free to say who you are, where you're from, who you're rooting for. And I will endeavor to look up from the game and say hi. Both teams are taking the track. That appears to be Ludini in the red behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Up against 713, Dr. Zoom. Dr. Zoom looking for the outside lane. Denied by Midnight Smack. Ludini one to beat Pakistan's. And Ludini escapes. And that is collateral damage heading to the penalty box on a legal position. So Dr. Zoom threw on the initial, but Ludini already in and scoring. Good offense there by Sherbert. Snapdragon anchoring the front of that defense. But here comes the offense from the Hearts. Great. Oh, wow. Midnight Smack closes the door. Saltwater Taffy Bridges. And Dr. Zoom through for another 4. So that was a 16-8 jam to start. Both teams getting on the board. All right, we have number 26, Bleeding Tart, jamming for the Bleeding Hearts, up against 515 Cannonball for the Avengers. I'm sorry, I cannot help myself. If I see cannonballs, that's somewhere in the 80s, something infected my brain, and I have to, like, shout out Cannonball. Bleeding Tart, easy 4. Great offense there from Fruity Pebbles and company. Here comes Cannonball. Oh, wow. Goes for the Zoom Room Apex jump and denied. That was Pop-Tart. Perfect positioning. And, oh, Blueberry Ruffin, great attempt. Everybody taking their shots at Cannonball. Did Cannonball just dab there? So after that 8-4 jam, we are at 24-12 after 2 jams. And next up, we're going to have Row Wreck Your Bout in the red up against Rolling Thunder in the green. That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is currently empty. And Row Wreck Your Bout up to the front, working against Snapdragon. Good defense by Snapdragon. Row Wreck Your Bout is lead jammer, but Rolling Thunder is out. And there's the call off. Great work by the Avengers to recycle Row Wreck Your Bout. Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery. That is John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. So we've got Collateral Damage in for a second. Well, the Bleeding Hearts have 2 penalties, and Collateral Damage has both of them. So this is a good time to spend 30 seconds that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box to think about that. All right. Smash Goose is your lead jammer. Danny DeFito on the outside edge coming. Oh, wow. Smash Goose all the way through. Easy. Three in the pack right now. Oh, that call off was just a little bit too late. And that ended up as a 4-4 jam as Danny DeFito steals 4. Oh, wow, and that Radical Wheels replay, you can see Jules burn with that phenomenal hit. And we have an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. Paca Lex dancing behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. That's right, our jam line brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast. All right. And there we go. That is Dora the Destroyer forced out and recycled. And collateral damage out of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box immediately on the phenomenal defense. Now joined by Spinergy at the back of the pack. Saltwater Taffy directing everybody to move on up. And wow, Spinergy comes up, plays some offense. And Apocalypse is through. And good work there by Sherbert. And Magic 8-Ball working well up at the front with Snapdragon. Joined by Jules Byrne. Leaving Red Rage in the back to play some offense. But Sherbert collateral damage doing good work, reforming quickly. And we're getting whistles for somebody. That is 2 undead blockers heading to the box. So this is now a 4-2 pack advantage. Oh, no, 3-2 pack advantage for the Bleeding Hearts. And we have a 2-town Cider House star pass to Jules Byrne. And this jam comes to an end. Rebel Heart Therapy, sponsor of our penalty box. There's some group therapy going in there right now. They provide therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. And Donesha says go Undead, go Thunder. James is the grandfather of Ludini, watching proudly from Scottsdale. And Avery Phylactic Shock through with lead jammer. Dr. Zoom on the initial. Wow, great offense there from Klondike and Company. Force out by Fruity Pebbles. So that is a 7-2 jam. 18-39 is your score right now. And we've got on the line Cannonball in the green up against Ludini. Sabertooth Tiger with immediate defense in the back. Snapdragon, great work, able to get a recycle, but Ludini is lead jammer. Cannonball pushing hard, just driving forward. Collateral damage just able to keep up. Here comes a little Stabby trying to open a lane. Cannonball is through. Great offense there by Stabby. Punch Bugging Company trying to get set, but good offense by the Hearts to create a gap. Ludini taking advantage. All right, next up we're going to see Rolling Thunder up against Bleeding Tart. 4-3 pack advantage for the Bleeding Hearts. Lunatic and Company looking to slow down Bleeding Tart. Great offense there by Honey Basher. Rolling Thunder 1 to beat, but that one is Pop-Tart. Wow, nice spin. Blueberry Ruffin heading into the penalty box. Comes the Avengers with some offense. Snapdragon. I've had a good time watching Snapdragon on the rose petals the past couple years. Transitioning well up to the rose buds. Wow, nice move there. Gremlin directing traffic. Wow, are you kidding me? Bleeding Tart staying in bounds. And poor Snapdragon's like, I was almost out of the penalty box. And we've got a team timeout being called by the Undead Avengers. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. I like this timeout. Undead Avengers have sort of been on the skids here right from the start. And it's been sort of all bleeding hearts all the time. It's a good time after 11 minutes to take this timeout, take a breath, try to reset yourself, break the momentum a little bit. Looking at the penalty counts right now, Undead Avengers with 6. And Bleeding Hearts with 5. Snapdragon sitting at 3. Not exactly good for the Avengers. As that's sort of penalty trouble at this point, only 11 minutes in. As Row Row Wreck Your Bout behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Up against, I believe that is Ruthless. And we have an official timeout. No, that is not. That is Smash Goose. Sorry, the numbers on the arm are pretty faint there. Just in case you all aren't aware, in about 12 days, we will be hosting here in Portland, Oregon, the WFTDA Global Championships. There's still sponsorship spots available. We still have tickets available. Grab your tickets. Grab a cheap flight on Alaska Airlines to beautiful Portland, Oregon. We've got room blocks at the DoubleTree in the Crown Plaza. Very conveniently located to the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Come in, watch some roller derby, check out Powell's books. Smash Goose forced to the outside. That was Spinergy. Row Row Wreck Your Bout. Sees that huge lane on the inside and takes it. Not a back block. That was a very good legal hit. And Smash Goose through for 4. And there's the call off by Row Row Wreck Your Bout. Another 8-4 jam. It's definitely been a sort of a consistent 2-1 scoring for the Hearts. It was Danny DeFito for the Hearts. And Dora the Destroyer jamming for the Undead Avengers. Danny DeFito is through. Dora looks for lane. Finds some great offensive blocking behind Skittles. Dora is through. And there's the call off. Black Cat Plumbing, Portland's friendly neighborhood plumbing company and an RCR sponsor since pretty much like forever. Triple three, that is Apocalypse. No, first we have an official timeout. That is the official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. So Apocalypse in the red, I believe that is Dr. Zoom in the green. So that is a late low block assigned to Fruity Pebbles. Dr. Zoom pushing up at the front of the pack. Oh, there goes Apocalypse finding a gap. And that would be collateral damage to that force out and recycle. And Apocalypse, not sure if that was just the track or what, but face planting at the top of turn one. And there was a great force out and good recycle by, I believe that was Magic Hate Ball. And Apocalypse with the call off. Avery Phylactic Shock with the star for red. And Cannonball. Cannonball jamming in the green behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is currently empty. And Cannonball inadvertently gives Avery Phylactic Shock the push out to get lead jammer. Cannonball through on the initial. And oh, Gremlin denies that Zoom Room apex jump. Both jammers on scoring passes right now. Big shoulder from Honey Basher. Cannonball is through. Pop-Tart giving chase. And able to slow down Cannonball. Cannonball has to recycle. Yeah, you got to be fast coming out of that pack because Pop-Tart will chase you down. Ludini Rolling Thunder. Great work there by Collateral Damage. Good offense coming from Red Rage. Ludini through. Rolling Thunder coming in fast behind. Ludini through with a 4-point pass. Snapdragon setting up at the front of the pack. Out of play and has to let Ludini go. I feel like someone was lucky not to get a low block in there. Not sure who. Collateral damage. Jigsaw working the back of the pack. Up to the front. Oh no, that is a track cut on Rolling Thunder. Sabretooth Tiger and Company setting up, but the offense, great offense there by the Hearts. Not giving the Avengers a chance to form up. Wow, Snapdragon. That was a 4-3 jam. Bringing the score to 111 versus 41 in favor of the Bleeding Hearts. 3-1-1, that is Smash Goose. Jamming against Bleeding Tart. Lightning McQuinn, Klondike playing offense at the back. And they pretty much let Pop-Tart go it alone. And nice spin move. Wow, Pop-Tart stays in bounds. Ooh. Smash Goose coming around on the scoring pass. Feral Kid and Skittles up at the front, trying to, wow, good offense there coming from Klondike. Ruthless backing up Skittles there. Good work. Looks to be Dora the Destroyer up against Row Row Wreck Your Bout. And we have an official timeout. This timeout brought to you by Welcome PDX, RCR's official realtor. Row Row Wreck Your Bout trying to get a dance party started. And they're off. Row Row Wreck Your Bout quickly through. Lola the Killer Bunny working with collateral damage at the back of the pack. And, oh, there is a Zoom Room Apex jump, followed by a Two-Town Cider House star pass to Lil Stabby. Stabby, great move on the inside. Clears everybody except collateral damage. Unfortunately, if you're not going to clear one, collateral damage is the one you, yeah. Collateral damage able to stop little Stabby. And Stabby forced out recycled. Spinergy not able to stop little Stabby, who's through. Gotta love seeing a pivot score points. Finney Kruger, Blueberry Ruffin setting up at the back of the pack. Slamilton there to provide some offense. And Slamilton able to free Dr. Zoom, lead jammer, Danny DeFito, about 20 feet behind. Stuck the landing. Wow, that was a phenomenal Zoom room apex jump. Dr. Zoom has the zoomies. Oh, called off, but Danny DeFito stuck that landing. 8-8 on that jam. Wow. Just over 7 minutes left in this first half. We have Cannonball up against Apocalypse. Apocalypse is through. Cannonball recycled in the back behind. That was Midnight Smack. Cannonball looking to explode out of that defense, and does. Great footwork there by Cannonball. Rolling through. And Snapdragon, good defense. Punch Bug. Able to direct Apocalypse into that tripod. And here comes Cannonball once again. Oh, track cut. So this is now a power jam for the Bleeding Hearts. Apocalypse calling for some offense. Snapdragon says, I don't care about your offense. Good force out there by Magic Hate Ball. Everybody taking shots at Apocalypse. Forearm on somebody. That would be Midnight Smack. So Cannonball is through. And dabs again. All right. Respect. $67-163 is your total score right now in favor of the Bleeding Hearts with just under 5 minutes left in this first half. One skater in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And Pop-Tart just doing work there on Rolling Thunder. That was a huge hit by Pop-Tart. Rolling Thunder bounced up though. So Avery Phylactic Shock coming out of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Quickly through. And Rolling Thunder yells, "I'm calling it." WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. And we've got a official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. A very quick official timeout. I like the quick ones. 10 to 11 is our penalty count. Or not. There we go. Official timeout again. Sasquatch HR. Helping small businesses be better. SasquatchHR.org. And Lil Stabby with that force out and long recycle on Ludini. Smash Goose not able to take advantage though. And Ludini escaping. Oh, collateral damage. Wow. And that's going to be a track cut on Ludini. There goes, oh, saltwater taffy. That was a phenomenal force out. Smash Goose. And Smash Goose gets some great offensive help, but loses footing. And Ludini back on the track. Saltwater Taffy holding the line. And Smash Goose is through. And more importantly, stays upright after getting through. Not allowing the Bleeding Hearts to coagulate again. Collateral damage. That's going to be a track. Yep, track cut. So Smash Goose heading to the penalty box. That was just a fatigue penalty, just too tired. And we've got a score of 167-179 after that 16-point jam. Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop, owned by a Buds parent and wrecker skater. And that is going to be Bleeding Heart. Bleeding Hearts with a 4-3 pack advantage. Skittles. Good effort there, but all the support was just wiped away. Wow. A little Stabby out of the box and looking for some payback. Yep, nowhere to go on that inside lane. Smash Goose forced out, recycled behind. Blueberry Ruffin. I think Smash Goose needs to take that star off. Period clock has expired. There's the call off. And we are at intermission. Score of 187 for the Bleeding Hearts, 67 for the Undead Avengers. We will be back in 10 minutes. See you soon.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you.
ticking down. Coming back, the Bleeding Hearts are ahead 187 to 67. They've just been able to consistently get lead jam again and again and again. Lots of jams where both teams are scoring. And we're going to be seeing Jules Byrne taking the line for the first time for the Undead Avengers. Not the first time with the star. Got it on a star pass, a Two-Town Cider House star pass in that first half. But first time starting with it, up against Roro Wreck Your Bout behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. And Jules Byrne is through. And Snapdragon working with Magic Hate Ball. Roro Wreck Your Bout about half. And there's the call off. 4-0 in favor of the Avengers. Good start for them for the second half. I'd like to thank our official gear sponsor, 888, and our other official gear sponsor, 187 Killer Pads, providing your protective gear for the Wheels of Justice and the Rosebuds. Some of the best skaters on the planet wearing that gear. And there goes Dr. Zoom. 2 lead jams in a row for the Bleeding Hearts. Aphylactic Shock is out, but about a half lap behind. Dr. Zoom finding a gap. Get past Midnight Snack. There's the call off. Is it in time? It is. That is 2 4-0 jams to start for the Avengers. And next up, Bleeding Tart in the red up against Cannonball in the green. All right, that is a forearm penalty, sending Cannonball to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So there's some intense group therapy. Although the 2 blockers for the Avengers are standing. A little stabby. That's unfortunate. Pop-Tart dragging everybody back. So even though the Avengers had 4 blockers available, only 1 was on the track, which made it super easy for Bleeding Tart, who only had to get past the 1. And that 16-0 jam pretty much undid everything that the Avengers had started this with. Our penalty box sponsored by Rebel Heart Therapy. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. That is Spinergy jamming for the first time up against Rolling Thunder. And Collateral, oh wow. I did not see the call on Rolling Thunder. Forearm penalty. So that is a power jam for Spinergy and the Bleeding Hearts. And Spinergy back block. So Rolling Thunder standing. Spinergy will spend close to 30 seconds in the box. This will be a full 2-minute jam. Rolling Thunder up against the Saltwater Taffy. Powers past. Great movement there on the inside. And here comes Slamilton and company providing offense. Jules Byrne trying to take out collateral damage. And does. And Rolling Thunder uses that offensive momentum to get through. So both jammers out and available to score right now. Slamilton closes the inside lane on Spinergy. Working with Lunatic and Ruthless. Jules Byrne, good work. Spinergy through for 4. Rolling Thunder trying to, there comes the offense. Jules Byrne trying to break Rolling Thunder out. And Spinergy coming through, nobody watching. Able to pick up an easy 3 on that second pass. Oh, look at that Radical Wheels replay. That force out by Jules Byrne. So 14-17 is the penalty count right now. Avengers with 17, Hearts with 14, no one with more than 3. Snapdragon got 3 penalties in the first 11 minutes and hasn't gotten one since, which has been great because the Avengers definitely need Snapdragon out there. Apocalypse threw on the initial. Smash Goose forced out and recycled behind Fruity Pebbles. Some very sugary names on these teams. Fruity Pebbles, Pop-Tart, Klondike. Makes me want dessert. Apocalypse now up to 8 points. Smash Goose still looking for that initial pass. And there's a call off to Town Cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. They have a mango cider that's seasonal that Mrs. Puns is a big fan of. Although I got a tall boy of their peach apricot cider for Mrs. Puns, and she was very pleased with me. She enjoyed that quite a bit. I think that might be her favorite cider, that peach apricot right now. Rosemary Parker says, go Slamilton. And Noreen, Pop-Tarts, Nana and Papa, live watching. Welcome, y'all. Feel free to say who you are, where you're from, who you're rooting for. Dora the Destroyer working towards the front of the pack. And, oh, Ludini is out. Gremlin coming up to play some offense, joined by Feral Kid. And now it's transition to defense. Oh, Ludini just powers through. And Ludini with the call off on that. 20-4 jam, it looks like. Next up is Dr. Zoom up against, I believe that is Row Row Wreck Your Bout. Find that jam on Hawthorne Jam Line. 4-3 pack advantage. Once again. And Bleeding Hearts take advantage of their pack advantage. Dr. Zoom able to escape. Managed to avoid the rundown by Pop-Tart, which is impressive. A little stabby with a force out on Row Wreck Your Bout. Dr. Zoom in and scoring points. Both jammers on their first scoring pass. Dr. Zoom completing the first scoring pass. Skittles heading back to the penalty box. Wow. Oof. Got a little bit of group therapy going in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. As the Undead Avengers is about to have too many blockers, which nobody has noticed yet. I'm pretty sure Punchbug has figured it out. And illegal contact penalty sends Jules Byrne. And Slamilton jamming for the first time is through on the initial. Yet nobody's figured out that the Avengers have too many blockers. I feel like Lola the Killer Bunny should be getting extra points for this. Because technically Lola's passing 5 blockers. Admittedly, they're not all on the track. All right, the Avengers, yeah, nobody, I don't think nobody except me noticed that. You can see it on that Radical Wheels replay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. That jam did bring the Avengers into the triple digits, though. Bleeding Tart, Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder, not lead jammer, but just a step behind. Cutting along the inside. Oh, wow. Bleeding Tart able to out accelerate. Bleeding Tart through for 4. Rolling Thunder through for 4. But Bleeding Tart has gained a little bit of room here. Oh, Snapdragon with that great force out and recycle. Oh. No. Track cut. Rolling Thunder risked a in-sub there, but did not get called for it. Snapdragon with the force out and recycle. Working with Magic Hate Ball. There's the bridge. Punch Bug heading to the penalty box. Red Rage out. Snapdragon, great force out and recycle. Rolling Thunder, 4 points in the air. That is an 8-8 jam. That's good for the Avengers, or 8-11 jam, for being short of jammer for 30 seconds. Spinergy and Skittles are your jammers. Spinergy through, Skittles not too far behind. No track cut. And Jules Byrne drops Spinergy 20,000 leagues under the sea with that hit. Nowhere to go. Good offense there. Courtesy of, is that Danny DeFito? I think so. Danny DeFito and Midnight Smack, I believe. Skittles through quickly on the initial, straight out of that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Jules Byrne buries Spinergy. Just under 15 minutes to go in this second half. We're about to see, that is Blueberry Ruffin, I believe, jamming for the first time for the Bleeding Hearts. Up against Dora the Destroyer. Blueberry Ruffin through quickly. Pop-Tart laying out Dora the Destroyer. Blueberry Ruffin digging in up against Stabby. And, oh, there's the offense. Honey Basher able to break that tripod. And a two-town Cider House star pass to Snapdragon. Jammer of record for the Undead Avengers now. And Pop-Tart with a force out. And Lil Stabby with the force out. Oh, good reaction there by Blueberry Ruffin to get back in before there was a run back. Snapdragon through. Oh, an unfortunate contact with Lil Stabby. And Snapdragon breaking out of that defense. 90 seconds to get an initial pass. And team timeout being called by the Undead Avengers. This timeout brought to you by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. And Cannonball appears to be off skates. Not quite sure what's going on there. But that's going to be a loss for the Undead Avengers. All right, who do we got coming in here? Dr. Zoom for the Avengers up against Apocalypse for the Hearts. And Collateral Damage, huge run back. And, oh, Dr. Zoom able to get out, grab Elite Jammer. Was not expecting that. And Apocalypse grabs 4 before that call off. And Lil Stabby jamming for the, I believe jamming for the first time. Well, starting with the star for the first time. Up against Roro Wreck Your Bout. Does a little jammer defense there. And direction play penalty on Red Rage. And oh wow, that was great work by Fruity Pebbles. That long recycle. And Stabby through on the initial. And Finney Kruger not able to stop Stabby from getting out. Stabby trying to pump the crowd up. Roro Wreck Your Bout through quickly for a 16-4 jam. That brings Bleeding Hearts over the 300 mark. We're going to see Avery Phylactic Shock against Dora the Destroyer. Empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And Avery Phylactic Shock through quickly. Pharaoh Kid trying to play some offense and spring Dora the Destroyer. Avery Phylactic Shock. Oh, good work there by Skittles. And we have a Two-Town Cider House Star Pass to Skittles. And Pop-Tart starting with the star for the first time. Up against Slamilton. And Slamilton wants to be in the room where it happens. And oh, Pop-Tart with that Zoom Room Apex jump. And Snapdragon just unable to contain Pop-Tart. Are we going to see that Apex jump here on the Radical Wheels replay? Yes, we are. Oh, wow, the timing. Did you see the expression on Snapdragon's face? All right, next up we got Spinergy and Smash Goose. Spinergy track cut. Spinergy's like, yeah, I know. Smash Goose, lead jammer for the Undead Avengers. Avengers trying to play some offense and able to open a lane. A Midnight Smack just dancing away. Oh. collateral damage, directing traffic. That was just free points for a smash goose on that last pass. Good hit there by Sherbert. Spinergy working against the Farrell kid. Backed up by Gremlin. Gremlin taking over, now backed up by Farrell kid. Jules Byrne. Midnight Smack out on a direction of play penalty. Spinergy avoids the track cut. And Smash Goose up with 24. Definitely the best jam of the day so far for the Avengers. That's basically 20% of their points right there on that one jam. Four-3 pack advantage with one skater standing in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. See Lou Dini and Dr. Zoom. Dr. Zoom, credit to Snapdragon for opening the lane on the inside. Great work at the back of the pack by Klondike. Oh, Snapdragon working there with Magic 8-Ball. Holding on for dear life. Dr. Zoom getting an easy trip through. Ludini as well. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty. Both jammers trading scoring passes here as time winds to under 4 minutes in this game. Ludini with a little jammer offense there. And Dr. Zoom finally slowed down. And there's a call off. And that was a 22-20 jam. Most total points in the jam, I think, so far. 171-351 is your score right now. Apocalypse, Rolling Thunder, Apocalypse through, Rolling Thunder about 5 feet behind, drifting down about 10 feet behind now. Comes Apocalypse looking for the inside lane, heading to the outside. Rolling Thunder takes the inside, great offense there by Slamilton. Good work by Gremlin and Skittles up at the front of the pack. Nobody watching for Rolling Thunder. And everybody goes inside. Both jammers go outside. And that was a 12-8 steal for the Avengers. I believe that is Red Rage jamming for the first time for the Avengers. Up against, I believe, Row Wreck Your Bout. It is. And Snapdragon doing work. Snapdragon has been a workhorse for the Undead Avengers. And Row Wreck Your Bout is through on the initial. You've already taken the cap off. You might as well just keep that off. And there is a two-town cider house star pass to Snapdragon as time, or as the jam was being called off. And time is ticking down. We're under a minute. This should be the last jam. And we will see Dora the Destroyer up against Bleeding Tart. And Spinergy barely gets onside in time. Jules Byrne also doing great work tonight, or today, for the Avengers. Dora the Destroyer looking for a lane, finds it. Bleeding Tart with 4 points in hand. Dora the Destroyer in on a scoring pass. Bleeding Tart is through, and there's the call off. (12-3) on that final jam. Your unofficial score 375 to 186. So we sort of finished the game as we started with a 2-1 point advantage for the Hearts.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you.